interesting. It absolutely does affect your life, and it's not just if you're rolling around on the floor having what's called a tonic-clonic seizure, what people call a fit. That means it's affecting your life. It can be down to even if you're talking on the smallest level, it's the embarrassment of saying that in when you have to declare it on a form, and people immediately start tiptoeing around you, say, "Oh, make sure your flash is off on your camera phone just in case." It's a lot of misconceptions around it. But I know that as somebody who, for the first few years of their journey with epilepsy, if you like, didn't have tonic-clonic seizures, it absolutely does affect your life. It absolutely, especially if people think you're zoning out of conversation all the time. You don't want to be known as that person in the friendship group, do you?
That's one effect for certain. Let's bring in Jay Bothroyd, who's a professional footballer. Thanks for joining us, Jay. You have epilepsy. Tell us how you've been able to manage it within the sport of football. Is it something that you've been able to be open about, for one?
To be honest, in the beginning, I wasn't really open with it. It wasn't that I was hiding it. It's just that, it's obviously personal, and I didn't like to speak out about it, especially, when you're going to discuss contracts and whatnot. You kind of want to get it signed and sealed and then, tell them afterwards. But, all the clubs I've been at, they've all been fantastic with me. But it has been difficult to manage. Sometimes, obviously, you're playing games, your body's exhausted. You've got to, take your medication, on time. And sometimes, especially in my younger years, I forgot to take my medication. And there was some nights where I forgot because I was really tired and I just went to sleep. Or, in the morning, I'd wake up and rush to training and I'd forget. And, especially in my younger years, it was difficult. And, that's when I had a lot of my seizures.
But you have managed to continue a successful footballing career. What advice would you give to perhaps any young person who has been recently diagnosed?
To be honest, I mean, especially here in Japan, people that have epilepsy don't even do sports because of that. For me, I always say, it's a condition. It's not an illness. It's a condition that we have. And, we have to, be honest, be forthcoming with it, speak out and help other people. And you can achieve, you can still achieve all your dreams. Like I said, it's not an illness, it's something that we just have to deal with.